Yes, guys, welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102. We've got another player profile for you, and you're looking at the screen now, right? And you're thinking, who the fuck is that? Now, okay, there is a reason behind it. There is a method to my madness, right? I'm not going to say the great, because, I'd be insulting the poor guy. So, Gareth Jellyman, let me explain to you who he is. We'll start with him now then, as a real-life player. Gareth Jellyman was a Peterborough United, my hometown, was a Peterborough United player. That was his first professional club in 1998, and he made over 100 odd appearances for Posh until 05. However, in that stint of 7 years, he had a couple of loans at Boston, he had one at Mansfield, and he got a move to Mansfield in 05 permanently, where he did another 120 odd appearances. Before moving to Russian and Diamonds in 08, and another loan spell at Barrow, had a short stint at Telford, went back to Barrow, with Boston, Corby, Stamford. They're all sort of geographically close to Peterborough, those last three especially. So very much a journeyman, never broke into the Wales squad, only as a Welsh under-21 where he had 2 appearances and incidentally 2 goals. So you're still thinking, why am I talking about him? I'll explain in a moment. In CM, right, because obviously CM, you all know, is 22 years of age, Peterborough's my hometown, I would often start a game at Peterborough United, and Gareth Jellyman, right, around 75-80% of the time would turn into a decent player, and you could flog him for £5 million. Now, let's look at his first season at Posh then, on this game that I've restored 10 seasons in. Great first season with 12 assists, great second season, got his move to Port Vale. Bit of a shit run since then, but if you see his last few seasons for West Bromwich Albion, who are second tier, he's been brilliant, and within the game he's obviously broken into the Welsh squad. So for me personally, I would always have him as a left back. I think he was always a player. At Peterborough United, you could get a good few million for him, you'd get 5 million for Shane Tolley, and you'd make some serious money. But let me give you the big story as to why I've done Gareth Jellyman. It ain't because he's a posh player, that's just ironic. So, back in September, my youngest daughter, she starts her new academic year at school. She's gone into year 6, she's got a new teacher. And she goes, my teacher's name is Mr. Jellyman. Now, of course, I hear the name Jellyman, right, and I think, fucking Jellyman, Gareth Jellyman. She goes, yeah, his name's Gareth. And I says, hey? She goes, yeah, his name's Gareth. And I'm thinking, well, there can't be too many Gareth Jellymans, surely. Turns out it's the same fucking guy. So, he won't appreciate the swearing, but you know what? Gareth Jellyman, if you're watching, you got to be over 18 to watch my YouTube videos, so fucking deal with it. And don't take it out on my daughter. So, I was almost a little bit sort of, so I got to have parents' evening with that guy who probably at some point in his career, in my CM career, got me a red card and fucking cost me I'm not going to speak to him, fuck him. So that was the reason behind it. And then I checked out, and he then got his degree in teaching and shit. And as you can probably already have worked out, he left playing football, like I say, Stamford in 2015. So he was, what, 35. So he had a good career, because he's 43 now. He's actually younger than me. But I'll be honest with you, right, I actually thought he had a slightly better career than that. I mean, he only ever scored 1 goal in his whole career. And I can't even work out. I didn't write it down. I just wrote down bits and pieces. And that was for Mansfield in 05 to 08. But I always remember him. He had a bit of a perm. I think he's got short hair now. I don't know. But that was my reason behind Gareth Jellyman. Which brings me to the next thing. If ever you want a player player profile, for whatever reason, give me the heads up. And I will gladly do it. Because clearly, one of the last people I did, I think, was Patrick Kluivert. So putting Patrick Kluivert on the same level as Gareth Jellyman, well, that's an insult to Gareth Jellyman, really, because Patrick Kluivert was shit. No, I'm only joking. Right, so that's it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little blast. Probably won't appeal to, well, probably no one apart from my daughter and probably Gareth Jellyman, because I've actually given him a compliment. He was a £5 million man. And that's it from me, guys. Till next time, take it easy.